Hey guys, what is up? Tasman Hart here. Welcome back to my movie review. And today, here's my review for the movie Masters of the Universe. So, Masters of the Universe is a new movie based on the most beloved cartoon show from the 80s, and it's also based on one of the most popular toy figures from Mattel. And this movie is directed by Travis Knight. And the plot of this movie is that it follows Prince Adam, who is He-Man, who was sent to Earth as a child to protect him after the evil Skeletor ravaged, okay, ravaged the magical realm of Internia. Sorry, I can pronounce. So here's the thing, guys. I was actually really looking forward to see this movie after I saw the trailers of this. Now, I have to be honest, I never really watched the He-Man cartoon show. I've seen clips of it, and I never really got a chance to see it. Because I did grow up with a lot of cartoons. Like, I grew up with, like, shows like Scooby-Doo, and The Flintstones, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and a couple others like that. But I never really watched any of the He-Man cartoon. But I was interested to see this movie, so because after seeing the trailers for this film, I was really curious because Travis Knight is directing it, and who is the same director that directed Kubo and the Two Strings, and he also directed one of the best live action Transformers movie, Bumblebee, and he's got his new film coming out after this movie, Wildwood, which is a new stop motion film. So I was actually really excited to see his new film. Masters of the Universe, or He-Man of the Masters of the Universe. And after I saw this movie, what do I think of it? I gotta tell you guys, this movie was a lot of fun. I had a blast watching Masters of the Universe. And I will say it's actually one of the better movies I saw this year. The positive for this movie is that the plot and the writing is actually really good. And you know how they actually did the origin story of He-Man is actually very well done. And give me a minute, guys. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Yeah. The cast in this movie, yeah, the acting in this movie is really great, especially Nicholas Galitzine, sorry I can pronounce his name, as Prince Adam slash He-Man. And of course, surprisingly enough, Jared Leto as Skeletor. And Camilla Maines as Tila, Idris Elba as Dukin slash Man at Arms, and many other cast members all give out really amazing performances. And the action scenes were a lot of fun to watch, and the visual effects were really great, and even some of the moments they showed for the film is really great, and of course, Travis Knight's direction was absolutely fantastic. Like how he directed this film is just really well done, and he did an amazing job directing this film. And even the world building in this movie is just really fantastic. It was awesome. Like the world of Eternia is just absolutely amazing. And of course, yeah, like I mentioned, the visual effects in this film, the visual effects look absolutely fantastic. Like the budget of this movie cost 170 million, and it's actually very very well spent. And also the characters are really great, especially how the characters have their own personalities. And and the musical score was absolutely fantastic. It's got amazing cinematography, and it does have some really great. Has a really 70% humor was actually really good, really funny, and production values and costume designs were absolutely fantastic. It's nicely edited, and excuse me, and even the fight scenes, the beginning, the fight scenes between He-Man and Skeletor were a lot of fun to watch. Like, and especially like Skeletor is how they did the visual effects of Skeletor looks really really good. And and also it also has a really fun climax, a really awesome climax, and also has a really great ending that actually honestly, even though it's not going to happen, which is a bummer, but it actually does really want me to see Masters of the Universe 2 after that ending in the mid credit scene. Which no spoilers by the way, but you'll see when you find out if you get to watch it on Amazon. As for flaws, some of the flaws of this movie, well, I do think this movie is a blast to watch, but I do think this movie could have done just a little bit better. But I still had a really fun time watching this movie. The flaws I have for this movie is that while the storytelling is good, I just wish there's a little bit more awesome. I just wish there's a lot more brilliant storytelling for this movie, and they could have done a lot more better with its story. Because sometimes the story just kind of felt like it was just nothing, anything new in this movie. And also the jokes, like most of the jokes, some of the jokes are funny. Like there are some pretty funny humor throughout the film. Some of the jokes just really fall flat. Like they really fall flat on their faces. Like I actually barely laugh at some of the jokes in this movie, and I mean they're all right, but they're nothing anything that great. And also, some of the dialogue can be pretty cheesy, which I do. I do like its campiness. Like I do, and I do like how it does made it look a lot more like a cartoon. But some of the dialogue I kind of I would leave without it, and there are some pacing issues, especially how the movie is 2 hours and 22 minutes, or I think it's either 2 hours or 20 minutes or something like that, or whatever. 2 hours and 12 and 2 hours and 15. Which honestly, they could have cut the runtime just a little bit, for a little bit more for like at least 5 minutes. Like I understand how it can be a little bit longer, but they could have trimmed out the runtime just a little bit more. And and also some of the editing choices can be a bit choppy, but that's really it. Overall, Masters of the Universe is a lot of fun. It's really entertaining. It's really darn good. It's fun, and it's like a good popcorn movie that you can watch for the whole families. Despite its issues, this movie was a blast. And after seeing this movie, honestly, I actually really want to see the original cartoon show. After seeing this movie, so yeah. Overall, if you're a fan of He-Man, even though this movie is not playing in theaters anymore, but you wait until you get to stream it if you have like Amazon, or buy it on Blu-ray if it comes out. Watch this movie, guys. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, my overall rating for Masters of the Universe, I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10 and a B plus. Good job, Travis Knight, and I'm really happy that this movie turned out to be really really good as I hope it would be. So that's my review for Masters of the Universe. I'll do some reviews coming tomorrow and Friday, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys later.